Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today. This is Wednesday, as above, so below. We are celebrating Minister Mario, son of Ochosi's birthday, and I'm here with his daughter Chloe, and we are celebrating her dad's 45th birthday. This is what it is like to get venerated. We're excited to be here with you guys. Thank you so much. Just giving you guys a little snippet of what we're going to be doing today in celebration of his life and his birthday. And this is how we do it in Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. She got her dad's, we got the flowers, we got the crown. We honor him like the king he is, the king he lived. I hope you got it, Chloe? All right. She told me already that she wanted to sit in the car, so I told her to go ahead and get her time in. But thank you guys. So what's up, Monique? Give Monique a wave. Crab cakes is in the house. Cancer in the house. So we are streaming live from the cemetery, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys. And we are definitely honoring the son of Ochosi and his birthday. He's 45 on today. Y'all know that Mr. Mario is a Capricorn. His moon is in Aquarius, and his rising sign is Pisces. Y'all know I love venerating and Egun and all of that. So we're doing that tutorial on today. But thank you so much. All right, you good to go. So thank you so much. What's up, Monique? Fo? A crab cakes. Those that do not know, I am. This is your first time tuning in on my live. My name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. I'm actually in a family cemetery. I'm out here with Egun, and this is something that I'm constantly trying to teach people how and why you need to venerate your ancestors, knowing the people that you are venerating. One of the things that Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, liked, his favorite color was black, but he loved these black and mild wine tip, wooden tip. So we got some of that going on. I got his champagne and I got his red wine. And what I tell people oftentimes, especially when people have been ascended or they're ascended masters, a lot of times that you feel like you can just go to their grave plot, not even knowing their divine name, but the simple fact that you can't even address them correctly for who they were in this life. And these people have certain expectations. They have ascended to certain spots. They have gone through so many trials on this earth plane, and now they have evolved into different spaces and different places. The same thing when Christ came to the earth, he was the Son of Man, and he was depicting the Son of God. But then when he transcended, he was given power over all unclean spirits. He was given power in heaven and earth and under the earth. Then he was given power to sit at the right hand of the Father. You know, when people come down to this earth plane, when a spirit or soul comes down and they achieve certain things, you have to give them honor for what they have achieved in this life and how they have transcended their trials, their tribulations, and their obstacles. And these are so very, very important that for my melanated people that are out here practicing the ATRs, at Black Arts, that you have to address people for who they have achieved to be, not only what they have surpassed on earth, but what they have ascended to in the heaven. What's up, Mama Susan? We are celebrating and saying happy birthday to Minister Mario, but also just venerating him and giving him his just due. The same thing we do with our Rishas, with our Loas. That these are the things that will be done for me pre-adventure when I get out of this human body. When you're honoring the spirit, you have to have an understanding of what that spirit was like and what that spirit expects, what that spirit dislikes. And that's how you properly venerate your Egun. I tell people all the times about their ancestor altar. Your ancestor altar is not about you, it's about your ancestor. And if you don't have a lot of information or know what they like or what the things that they're into, then they're not going to be pleased, and they're not going to receive your offerings, or they're not even going to come to your altar, because those are the things that on their altar is not about them, it's about you. And so magic is understanding the frequency, the vibration, and the ache that is there. So I'm very, very honored to be a part of this particular cemetery, because my dad is laid rest here. You know, I have my grandmother, my great grandmother here. I have a lot of family members. Some of them are here. I don't fool with. I don't go to their grave. They ain't fool with me in life. My grandfather is out here. I actually got to find. I like one time I was located his grave, and for whatever reason I wasn't able to go back. I know it's somewhere over there, but my grandfather's out here. My dad's dad. My dad's out here. My dad's mom's out here, and so I do have personal bones that are out here that are attached to me, and so I'm not just out here with Minister Mario, even though he has family. It's a family plot. He's buried right next to his mom. But I wanted you guys to get a better understanding what it is to be a part of ancestry. And a person does not have to be in your bloodline to be assistance to you when it comes down to your life. You know, Minister Mario is not blood, but when you oh, hello, what's up, Tina? When you're not okay, everybody. Even though this is Minister Mario's birthday, we want to welcome Chris to our Apollo family. Chris got his membership. I don't know if it was last night or whatever, but I did catch it that Chris is now official member of our Apollo family in our tribe. That means he moves to the top of the line, and now he's going to start reaping some of these benefits that are when it comes down to Nimpungo. So I want to celebrate your guys' accomplishment of moving forward in your life, getting the proper tools that are necessary for us. This is what Minister Mario was assisting me with. This is why he's such a big deal to Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. The foundation that he was willing to sacrifice for and to belong. But we want everybody that will to welcome Chris to our Apollo community. We have Sister Monique is number 1, and then we have Demetrius, that's number 2, and then we have Stormy, that's number 3, and now we have Chris in there. My Sads from Philly. Let me tell y'all something. The day, there's so much is in store for you guys. You know, I've said this oftentimes way before now, that I'm more excited about what melanated people are going to be experiencing on this New Year's and bringing the things. I got stuff at the church that I'm going to be doing today, just showing you different methods and different ways I'm going to be doing. Hopefully I'm doing a cow tongue today. So there's so much that I want to share now that I got time and that I'm at work. And this is why supporting this channel, supporting Apostolic, your donations, your giving, it allows me to give a lot of the time that I've been wanting to do for a long time, to give to the practice of these ATRs and actually flex out here. I want you to know what it is to be a son of Ochosi, what it is to be a son or daughter of Yemi Ya or Ezeli Dontor or whatever African tradition that your bloodline practice, and you are actually out here able to represent it as a chaos being, able to represent it as a melanin man or woman. And no, you don't have to be a chief apostle. You don't have to be a Tata, a Mambo, or Hugon. You can be a devotee, but do it in the spirit of excellence. Honor them for who they are. Make sure that your ancestors, and let me tell y'all something, whether you choose to work with me or not, when I started coming out to this cemetery and started venerating Minister Mario, they were saying I was out here double worshiping. They had the president of the cemetery to come out here and, you know, talking about they were scared to come out here because I was out here conjuring spirits and all of this stuff. And what I noticed since I've been coming out here and venerating Mr. Mario is that the people have started coming out here and started keeping the grave of their ancestors way better than they were. You know, this was a dilapidated cemetery. A few people were keeping up on that, but I've noticed since I've been out here venerating and honoring, because Minister Mario is a king, and so I've been out here venerating him as such, and people have seen my dedication and my commitment, whether they understand it or not. Sometimes we so busy trying to get people to understand this. It don't matter if you don't understand. It matters that you see an example of somebody's faith, commitment, and dedication. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it, one thing they can say, that I am faithful to whatever it is that I claim I'm out here doing. because I do this whether I'm happy, sad, whether everything's working out for me or not. Now, this is not my jacket. And Minister Mario know that I used to get on him by wearing my clothes. So this is Minister Mario's jacket. So I'm wearing this in honor of him on his birthday. And I want y'all, like, this is his style. This is how his swag. So I wear black and gold, them colors. That's what he like to do. So not only, it's the same thing that when I wear, and me and him have the same mother in Ocha. So, you know, meet my Fedi from Yansa. So these things are significant. And these things have a lot to do with our commitment to one another in life and death. And it shouldn't be where we're always going to our ancestors or talking about what we want them to do. It should be just showing them love and showing them appreciation for the things they're doing and the things that are around with them. When it comes down to what God is doing in the lives of his people and the things that are going on, you got to be able to represent those things in a way where people understand the relationship and the value of those relationships, and allow your relationship to be strengthened. Really, you know, your ancestors will stand up more for you. Your ancestors will move for you, because you're not just coming to them and pulling on them and pulling on them and pulling on them because you got this going on and that going on. And at the end of the day, you don't have the Ache. So I was really, really happy. I was just telling Mother Susan this morning, I was talking to her on the phone. I said, I know Monique sent me a donation for some breakfast, but the foolishness that Monique took me through last night, I deserve another offering. I'm just saying. The foolishness that chick took me through, oh my God. When I say she was, but oh well. You got to know you're cheering. But I'm excited for the opportunity for many of you guys to get involved in this and see how this is really done through melanated people, African American people in these Americas. And you don't have to do what other people do. And like I told you guys, I'm going to show you a way that you can more effectively work with your eguns, work with your ancestors, and take the one of the things I was telling her, you got to get rid of all those movies in your head. You know, you got to get rid of all the stuff you don't read about these ATRs, because they're going to have you disrespecting and dishonoring gods and goddesses and deities. A lot of you guys have a lot of information, but the information is wrong. It's a wrong perception. The intention behind those movies and those books were disingenuous. And so if you're going to learn real magic, real spirituality, real conjure, and this is a day that a lot of people are not going to change their destiny. A lot of people are going to be making resolutions because they don't understand the energy of Capricorn. The mere fact that we're in the season of Capricorn, saying that it's the new year, which the new year starts in spring. That's why you need to understand moon magic. So no matter what man tells you, you know what clock you still on. You understand? So I want to say this is that when you are venerating your Egun and the fact that we're in the season of Capricorn, Capricorn is about your ambition. If you're trying to change something in your life, you have to be ambitious about it. You have to be determined to elevate the ladder of success. So if you're in this season, in the new year, and you're not being ambitious, and you're not trying to, like the goat, you're not trying to climb these edges. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to say something deep to some of y'all. God does not have to provide you a perfect staircase for you to be able to climb. I'm going to say that again. The divine mother or father does not have to provide, in your opinion, appropriate ledging or ledge for you to stand on, to climb to where you're trying to go. All they got to do is provide a space where you can put your foot, your hoof. The reason why the goat is the goat, because it knows how to walk a mountain. A lot of y'all don't understand something about the energy and frequency of Capricorn. You got to know how, the Bible says it like this: a step of a good man are ordered by the Lord. The mere fact that you're trying to move forward and you don't know how to walk, you don't know how to step. And guess what? Because of the fact that you have not considered the weight of your body weight, you don't know how to balance your weight. You don't know how to balance your emotional weight, your mental weight. You don't know how to balance your spiritual weight. You don't have to balance the weight of what you got wearing, what you're wearing, because all of this is important. How you balance yourself as you climb in this thing called life. Being a Capricorn is figuring out a way how to be resourceful. Many of you guys, I've said this over and over. I said you have to become a good steward over God's inheritance. The mere fact that a Capricorn is up under the concept of the Christian, the scripture says God is a rewarder of them that diligent. Diligent means hardworking. When you have not put in the work, you have no right to have disappointment. The mere fact that you want to get to a certain plateau and you want to take the elevator. You want to take the elevator in life. But you want the respect of those that had to climb. They had to have strong legs. They had to have foot placement. You know, if you ever, like dancers or people that play sports, footwork is important. I'm going to say it again. With a Capricorn, how you step is important. How you step in life, how you step before impungo, how you step in front of elders, how you step period in front of people, places, and things. All of these are significant in your magical manifestation. These people cannot teach you something they don't live. People cannot show you something that they don't have to display. And people can't give you something they don't have. If you're not resourceful and you don't have how you gonna provide for the claim that for the people you love? And how can you give wisdom if you don't have no experience? So everything about Capricorn, my North Node is in Capricorn, and in my house of Sagittarius is Capricorn. And a lot of things, it's about how I move. When people watch me, it's not that I'm moving, it's how I move, how I step. I step particularly. There are certain things in life, you can't put your whole weight down on the branch. Sometimes you got to step and you got to put a little pressure on there because you got to see how much of your weight can that situation handle. Some of y'all stepping flat-footed and stuff, and you wonder why you falling through the floor. There's certain things that you should have never been defeated in, but you wasn't watching your step. You put your full body weight down, and then you end up falling because people will set traps for you. They will set snares for you. But if you are a Capricorn and you understand Capricorn energy and stop complaining because you actually got to do the work, you will learn how to step through life. That's a word right there. You will learn how to step through life. You will be able to step in a place that they have mines. The mines are the things that you have on the ground that blow people up, things up. If you knew how to be guided by Egun, imagine the things in your life that would have never struck you. Imagine if you had learned what it is to be Capricorn or be up under the rulership of Capricorn. A lot of y'all don't want to learn magic and you don't want to learn how to step. You don't want to step as a tata, a mambo, a hugon. You don't want to step as a parent. You don't want to step as a brother or sister. And you wonder why you out here tripping up. Ain't nobody even making you fall. You don't know how to walk this thing. And you don't want to learn. Let me tell you something. Capricorn believes in you earning. I'm going to say it again. When you earn something, nobody can take that from you. A lot of y'all lack confidence because you want people to give you stuff. But if you had did the work and earned it, you wouldn't matter what nobody think. Because when you got what you got it. What's up, my Demetrius, my Gemini? Now, I was talking to Mother Susan about this, and I'm not rushing Demetrius. I'm not rushing Demetrius. Demetrius, I'm not rushing you. I'm just excited, okay? I'm a Sagittarius, moon in Aries, and rising sign Pisces. Just excited, okay? But I was telling her that even though Monique had did the sacrifice for her animal for what she had desired, I said, I really want Demetrius to come in front of my cauldrons. I said, because Demetrius has already had experiences. Because I'm a church, so I need testimony. And Demetrius is a Gemini, so he's an excellent communicator. And Demetrius is not a liar. You know, he has character. See, I want good witness. I don't just want testimony. I want people to be able to be believable. And so by Demetrius have already had his experiences with other people and their cauldrons. So when Chief Apostle Ela said they don't have what I got and they ain't got it like I got, I don't know when that could ever happen. If he's decided, he say, you know what, I got time. I'm gonna come down there. I want to do an animal sacrifice, or I just want to give my own personal offering to Siete Rayos or whatever. But I want him to experience my cauldrons, because without testimony, see, I can't get out here and testify myself. And Demetrius is a man that does not allow his ego to interfere in his evolution. And he's similar to me when it comes down to being scientific. He loves testing stuff. And I need him to test my extraterrestrial power in Palo. I need my Demetrius. I don't know what he got going on. I don't know. I'm just telling you why I'm excited. Because the more people from different walks of life experience different aspects of my conjure and my spirituality, the better for me. Like, it's just that real, you know. And for my ministry and for my travel, and not only the manifestation that come back, because yes, I'm all about the manifestation, but I'm a Sagittarius. The variety, the more people that can witness that I'm not just out here jaw-jacking, that I'm not just out here talking, but what could really happen. Now, what you think you feeling over social media? Huh? When Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, when his spirit comes down here, think about the power that he yields now as a son of Ochosi. Justice. His Ochosi comes with no mercy. So if I wanted to, and because I have a personal relationship with him, I can turn your name over to Minister Mario, a son of Ochosi, that has a castle in the heavens that can do your conjure. Minister Mario's smart. He's a quick learner. So how much more he learning in the heavens than he learned on earth? I'm trying to help y'all. You got to know what I'm really giving you. I'm giving you life-changing, eternal change. So when he gets into dealing in conjure and mysticism and the type of workings that I do, he's going to be learning. Now, when his daughter decides to get involved into Ocha or Palo or any of that, look at the Egun that's going to be showing up in her Misa. Look at what type of spirit. See, when he was going through it, he didn't have that showing up in his Misa. But he's going to become to her what he did not have. And he's going to be able to proficiently help her because he's going to be evolved. By the time she's 16 now, and whenever she decides to go, into that, which I would be assisting her, but my point is, she already has Egun. She has an initiated Egun. She has an ancestor that's a biological father, bloodline. Her magic's gonna be, and plus she has Haitian blood in her. So her stuff gonna be, especially with me training her, it's gonna be something serious. So even if your ancestors and people in your family, when you got ancestors, it's a new year, so they out here in the cemetery riding motorcycles. Yes, I love my membership. To me, said he loved. Let me tell y'all something. It's a beautiful thing. I want y'all. I want to show y'all when I say flexing, I'm not just flexing with myself. I'm flexing with son of Ochosi. Look at this right here. Look at this setup. It's men and women birthday done every day. Look at your setup. This is his favorite. He loves Moet. So we got him some champagne, and then we got his red wine over there and his birthday cake. His birthday cake is actually red velvet. This is red velvet cake, and he loved chocolate, so we got him a brownie and then a chocolate chip cookie with hazel. It's actually hazelnut. I got it from but this so he chilling over there. Just if anybody know Mr. Mario, he loving all of the drama that I'm flexing. So I got his crown down here is lit. I got their battery motivated. So I come out here and we put the batteries in and stuff like that. But you ain't got to do all of this. But I'm a king, he a king, and so I got it like that, so I do it like this. But I'm flexing for his birthday today. You know, this is how I do it. If you walk with me, you got to walk a certain type of way with me. Because you're not going to represent me in a certain type of way. Let me say the cake is amazing. Yes, it was, I love this bakery. I go to Miami. I go all the way to Miami because I just like the way they do it. Minister Mario used to get my cakes out of Miami, but we used to get it from this 5-star restaurant. I think a Fountain Blue. That's where I used to get he used to get my cakes, order my cakes from Fountain Blue down in Miami. So that's where I used to party for my birthday. This year I was in the hospital, and this is what I've been getting done since I've been out of the hospital. She's going to be a powerhouse. Yes, she gonna be so, and she a Pisces. So y'all know my rising sign Pisces. So y'all know I know how to get stuff popping with that water energy. And all I really been trying to do, and let me tell y'all something. I was crying yesterday. I was in my bed, I started crying. Because I looked at how hard I've been out here working for certain people. And because they don't really know and they don't honor me the way that they should, you know, they handling me crazy. And I'm like, I'm doing things for them that they dad didn't do that. I literally out here giving you stuff that your parents can't give you. And I'm doing stuff I don't have to do because I'm not in your situation. And the mere fact that you can't get past your ego. And that's one thing I want to acknowledge on Minister Mario's birthday is Minister Mario. Like, people don't understand Minister Mario. Mr. Mario was stubborn. He was strong-willed. He did stuff how he wanted to do it. And for him to be able to follow me, it was a sign of strength in his character. When Minister Mario met me, he was already accomplished in certain things. He had traveled in and out of the country. It took something in my life to inspire him to even follow me the way that he was following me. Mr. Mario is not a pushover. Mr. Mario will let you say things, and he would play nice with you, and he won't fool with you. I taught him how to speak up for himself. I taught him how to step. I taught him how to do it. I transformed him into what he is right now. But he never came to me homeless. He didn't come to me without transportation. He didn't come to me uneducated. He did not come to me that he did not have income. He made more money with me, but he was already making money. He was already a good saver. I taught him more like how to spend and enjoy his money in his life. And I bet he's glad he did at this point. But, you know, everybody doesn't have to be what I'm going to say. I just know that for him to have the level of respect for me, already coming where he had to take care of himself. You know, they started working at 15 years of age, and to take leadership the way that he did. And let me tell y'all something. And people don't realize, I used to tear Mario ass up, literally and figuratively. Like, I used to go off on him, right? And Mario is a man's man. But he has so much respect for me because I was telling him the truth. You know, it takes a certain type of man getting over yourself. And that's what I'm looking for, melanated men. Like, don't let your ego prohibit. And you know what? I remember I'd take him down in church because me and him got into it in the church, and he showed his ass in the church, and I showed my natural ass in the church. Me and that goat got into it. That Capricorn, that Sag got into it right in the church. And I sat him down. He was no longer the church administrator, and he didn't leave. I'm gonna say that again. He said, I know what's helping me. I was wrong. I'm gonna take responsibility. If he don't ever make me the church administrator no more, it's fine, because I did that. Yeah, it's harder, and I told Mother Susan this, it's harder for me, honestly, to mold men because they ego. I can be harder on women, and they'll cry, they'll go out there, But at the end of the day, they're going to push back, and they're going to come back and evolve. Men, you're going to go pout. You're going to cut your money off. You're going to, like, all of these things. And I'm just saying that you got to have some character about yourself. And when I sat him down and I watched how he did not run, I watched how he did not change his giving. All of these things I'm paying attention as a leader. And how he would consistently still come to church on time, even though he wasn't able to lead the devotion. He wasn't able, I set him out for everything. And I had so much respect for that. Because that means he wanted something. And as a man, you can't let your ego get in the way of what God got for you. And look at where he is right now and what he has the ability. And so much, I give, like, that's the type of stuff I respect. You know, he told me, he said, if I got to come here in a wheelchair and give God praise. You know what happened? Even though I told him at the time, I said, Negro, you ain't going to be coming to my church in no wheelchair because I'm a divine healer. You know, I'm speaking my spiritual facts. But he got in a situation where he had to come to the church in a wheelchair. And he came. And he sung his song. Like, that's the kind of stuff Capricorn produced. No matter what stage you in, you are resourceful. You're resilient. You're determined. That's what I learned to respect. Minister Mario is still not stacked the way that I'm stacked, but he's stacked. Because you don't have to be a chief apostle, Samuel Jr. You don't have to be a Tata Mambo. It's certain characteristics in that energy that you got to let it have its perfect work. Let Capricorn have his perfect work and see how much far better of a character you have and the things that you are able to accomplish. And that's why I don't just venerate him, I honor him. I honor him how he handled his sickness. I honor him how he handled his daughter. He did everything he could to prepare her. Her college is paid for, to set her up, to give her a fighting chance in this life. And then he's transcended spiritually to give her a chance in spirituality, if that she so choose. That's what Capricorn do. Always resourceful, whether it's natural or spiritual. The mere fact that many of you guys are in a delay and you want me to respect you. Many of you guys right now have the ability to move forward, and you won't because I have offended you. I have said things that hurt your feelings, as though you're a woman. I don't have a problem. I make men cry, children cry, women cry, dogs cry, camels cry. I make doves cry. Ask Prince. I ain't never told, I'm very militant. I ain't nothing nice when it comes to spirituality. I do nice things. I do some nice things. I really, really, really do. But I'm very good at what I do. And I expect you to be good at whatever it is that Spirit has given you to do. So that's what, when I tell you that I'm out here venerating Minister Mario, it's not just about bringing stuff out here and doing this and doing that. It's honoring them for who they are and what they were in life, and how they strived and how they overcame things and how they assume responsibility and accountability. You know, I was, Mother Susan was telling me one time, she said, Apostle, the way you take care of Minister Mario, she used to call me a mother hen. She said, way you take care of Minister Mario, she said, I saw another side to you. You know, I know that you can be this and this and that. She said, but I got a chance to sit at the front and watch you protect him, nurture him, and carry him through that process. And she said, you made it easy for him to let go. You made it easy for him to make that decision that he did what he can do, why he can do it. And he was at peace because he knew that you were going to be back here and you were going to do what you needed to do, not only for him, but for his daughter. And for that's Capricorn. Not only Capricorn recognize the resourcefulness in themselves, they also recognize the resourcefulness in other people. You don't burn down bridges that you're going to need tomorrow. You don't cut rope that you're going to need tomorrow. You don't break glass that you're going to need tomorrow. You need to be resourceful. Some of y'all, because of your temperament, because of your behavior, you don't understand. You're going to need that same fork, that same spoon on tomorrow. Do not damage that relationship. Reconcile that relationship. Get that relationship right. If it is valuable, then that's when that's what love. Y'all trying to rekindle a relationship that ain't valuable. That ain't Capricorn. Capricorn say, what can you do for me that I can't do for myself? And if you understand what I'm sharing with you today, you will understand why I go ham and I'm flexing for Minister Mario. His family cannot embarrass him. His people cannot embarrass him because it ain't costing them nothing. And they themselves wouldn't do it if they could. And it's all good to me because I know who he is spiritually. I know who he has been to me, and I know who he still is to me. You know what I'm saying? So if you want my respect in Capricorn, you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to earn. And you're going to have to put up with everybody else got to put up with in this thing called life. Melanated people, we got a real opportunity before January the 20th to get your memberships. Y'all know I'm flexing by my Haitian voodoo, so you know I'm going to say that first. And that's Karen O'Brien. That is Kingmaker. And that is Demetrius. And then I got in my Ocha and my Orisha. You know I'm flexing on these Negroes with my Orisha. That is Darius. And that is Calvina. And then my Palo family. Monique. Then we got Demetrius. Then we got Stormy. And now we got Chris from Philadelphia. You know I'm for the rock and roll. And what's going to happen? It's going to be so many of us learning real magic, real spirituality. And if you decide today or tomorrow to get scratched, initiated in any tradition, you already know how the energy flow. You know how to function in the energy. And you know how to benefit. There's no loss. There's no loss. Especially you learning up under me. Because I'm going to make sure you know your stuff, whether it kill you or not. All right? I got to get out of here, go see my sister. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button and share. If you want to give an offering towards Minister Mario, his veneration, all you got to do is send your donation in and post that it's for the son of Ochosi, or you can say Minister Mario. But he has the power of Ochosi and Oya. Those are his energies. And I, if you give your donation, I will offer it because you don't know his spiritual name, so you can't do that. Same thing when it comes to membership. I'm doing everything because I got the names, I got the stuff, so you can learn. So this is how you venerate. If you need justice about something, or you need certain things that you want to be successful in, and you ambitious, that's a good energy. I can burn a candle for Ochosi with Mario at his altar in the church. Y'all already seen the altar. Minister Mario, so it's the same thing. All right, I appreciate y'all, love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the flip. All right, God bless. Don't forget to hit that like button and share.